it's Martin from the Washboard Resonators. Let's learn this classic old song, Guitar or Steel Guitar Rag. You may know it as a country and western pedal steel song, and it has become a standard in that genre. But if you go back to the 30s, Bob Wills did it, then it was a blues song in the 1920s, and also it comes from a Hawaiian song from 1915. I will give the history at the end of the video. I'm going to play through the A and the B section now so you can have a reference for how it should sound. Check the timestamp and you can come back to it if you need it. 1, 2, 3. Chris Wilson, he got in touch to say that his technique sounded like cutlery in a drawer. I made a video all about technique and how to sort of get a cleaner sound when you're playing slide, and I use this song as the example. Do support me and Jack, the Washboard Resonators. We make these videos sharing this old-time music. We play it professionally. Anything you can do, join the mailing list in the description, buy us a coffee, like, subscribe, comment, it all helps massively. Hi. The main melody is this hammer on string 2 fret 2. Then you do open first string. Then you slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret. Now, if you know about tempered tuning, you know that fretted instruments technically aren't really in tune. So you don't really play over the 4th fret to get the note. It's actually sharp. The note's just behind the fret. Curly Weaver plays it just straight. All the steel guitar rag versions, they kind of syncopate it a bit more. That's your choice. Now you do also pick in time. But we won't worry about that now, let's just learn the notes. Then you repeat that. I'll do the double. Okay, then the next stage, you do that again. Then when you go to that 4th fret, you do 2. Then you go down to the 2nd fret. Then you go open on the 1st. Then you do 2 on the top. Hear that? You do this 2 on the top. Now Curly Weaver does a kind of that. He just slides on the low string to the 3rd fret and goes open. I like to just touch it. It's less rattly. You can do it with a slide. So let's just recap that. So the next stage is you sort of repeat that first motif, 4th fret, then you play that 4th fret again, then you slide up to the 7th fret. Then what you do is you're basically playing this lick. So what is that? I'm doing the two strings in pairs, the top 2 strings, and I'm sort of sliding from sort of fret 4 into fret 5, fret 5. Then I'm doing the top 2 strings. Sorry, the note I'm looking for is fret 5 on the 2nd string, and then also that note below it, so those 2 strings. And then what I often do is I make that more of a chord. see I'm playing, my thumb's also playing. So that's like the first G chord of the song. After that, that G chord, that little lick, you're going to do 2 on the fret 4, then you're going to go to the 2nd fret. So it's a little bit like that first lick we learned. With those 2 on the top, you just do that again, but then you repeat that lick, that little end bit. So I'll just do that slowly. Okay, let's recap. The next stage is you climb up the scale. So you're going to go open top, fret 2 top, fret 4 top string. Then you're going to do a very similar thing to what you did last time, where you're going to basically hint at that full chord at fret 5. But I'm pinching the top 2 notes as part of that. It's the same kind of lick as before. I'll recap it slowly. You do that 4th fret, 2nd, open. Curly Weaver does like a kind of stop and then you got like picks these strings. Then you're going to do a really cool thing. You're going to go to like what's called like a 2 chord, like a 2nd chord. Harmonically it's a bit weird because it's not a minor chord, but you're basically just going to bar your slide at fret 2, which makes it an E chord. So because we're in open D, that's now an E chord or a 2 chord. So that's fret 2 to fret 7. Yeah? I'll recap that little section. Just picking. Now I do a little stop. Then a stop on fret 7, fret 6. Then repeating that lick that we've now played twice at fret 5. Fret 4. One of those little hammer-ons. 2nd fret. 7th fret. Finish. 1 bar, 1, 2, 3. So that's like what we might call the A section. The next section is the more like Hawaiian sounding thing, and the chords are different. So I think the way that Curly Weaver does it, I'm sort of quite free on this if I'm honest. You just keep picking. So what I'm doing is picking that. I'm sort of I'm picking the 2nd and 3rd string from about fret 10. And I'm sliding up to fret 12. Then you do the same at fret 7. Sometimes I put that top note in. Fret 12, fret 7, fret 12, fret 5, fret 12, fret 7. Sometimes I might do a little lick there. Then go back into the kind of the main lick, the A section. I think Curly Weaver does I think he does 3 of those A sections. Then he does that Hawaiian bit. Then I think he does 1 or 2 of those A sections there. I think he finishes with a Hawaiian. I've not listened to the actual original for a while. Let's now look at the Merle Travis kind of lyrics and some variations, and then I'll give you the history. So Merle Travis does this. Been running around, seen many a town, so maybe you'll find I'm the type of guy that brags. But listen to me and see if you don't agree. No melody rolls like an old steel guitar rag. And when you slide that thing along the strings, it sounds so doggone heavenly. You'd hear the angels sing. When you stomp your feet, your heart will beat a rhythm to that old steel guitar rag. So in terms of a few variations, when I'm doing this live, I like to sort of put in some little bits. Like when you do that, there's a load of space, isn't there? That's the song. That's all space. Later in the songs, I had little fancy bits. You hear that? Open, fret 7, slide to 12 and stop it. Just kind of upsets the rhythm a little bit and makes it a bit more interesting, keeps the listener interested. When you go to that G chord, you can add a few more notes. Yeah. Then when you go to that 2nd fret and 7th fret, do that in triplets. Then sometimes I add some like quite fast little runs in as well. You can add runs. The lessons playlist has loads of things about fancy techniques and slide guitar. So history. I was talking to a buddy of mine and he was saying, oh, it's a Bob Wills song and it's a country and western kind of standard. And it is. You might think of Leon McAuffie, Bob Wills as a steel guitar player, claiming to have written this, and they released it in 1936. Well, it was actually recorded by Sylvester Weaver in 1923, acoustically, and then 1927 it was re-recorded with an electronic microphone by Sylvester Weaver. But actually the song goes back to 1915. It was a Hawaiian song actually originally. So I'm filming this in 2023 and it's already like a kind of well over 100 years old, this song. It's really cool. If you're going to put an arrangement of this song together, may I suggest what I do with it? I start off with it just doing that lick, very Sylvester Weaver, very straight, and I start adding a little bit more of the fancy stuff. I do 3 of those. Then I do a B section at that shorter, higher bit. Then I sing the Merle Travis words once. Then I play that high bit again. And then I play the A section, but full of like fancy bits. And then I just do at the end, I do like what people call like a 3-tag ending, which is like, and I just kind of repeat that. But every time the licks get higher, then what I do is I do what's called like a false harmonic, where I play the slide at fret 7, but I also mute it exactly 1 octave up, which is this last fret here, which is, if you imagine that's the 12th fret, you count up. It's the same number of frets as from here to here, from the 12th fret up. When you mute that and play it, you get it. Doesn't always work, but you get this false harmonic, and you push it up, and it gives you that really lovely, like, it makes, when you get to this note, it makes it sound like it's even an octave higher. And I finish it, just as I will do now. Bye. Bye.